Alright guys, welcome back. Hypnos here. I know I said iVolt would be doing the next recording, but he's got some problems, so he's going to have to skip his rotation, and I'm going to take over for a little bit. Going to do Ninjitsu Crew first, because we all love the ninjas. Except, okay, none of us love the ninjas, but you know what I'm getting at. I don't think, I'm not making any promises about today's commentary being any good. I'm tired, I'm hungover. I'm in a fair bit of pain. Somebody nearly ripped out one of my ear piercings yesterday. So, not in a mood that's conducive to much good at the moment. And once again, we see the Axel Jinx's obsession with having bloody nippers all over the place, on the roof, on the floor. The fire throwers, I love those enemies for some reason. I think they're brilliant. War Coopers, I don't even remember what the jumping enemies are called, so I'm just going to call them the ninjas. I know they got a proper name, but it always escapes me. How exactly they can stand on those plants without getting eaten, I don't know, because I think we established those things are pretty carnivorous. Assuming they're actually plants and not birds, which, okay, I'm pretty certain they're plants. I think. Anyway, getting back on topic for a second here. You'll notice he's doing his usual trick with playing up the gimmick, because he was repeatedly seeing the Yoshi coins hidden over those fire plants. That's an interesting section, actually. The cloud one's new. Another little storyline. No, they're hoppers. So now I know what they're called. A bit late, though. Yeah. Sorry about that. Jumping around. Got the fire flow, which makes everything just so much better, because you just burn everything in your path. I get the distinct feeling the creator was very loose with handing those out precisely because, they're useful. Whereas the super mushroom just makes you a big walking target. And more of the goddamn football players, which I still hate. They're still weak to fireballs for some reason. You'd think they'd have fireproofed their armor by now with the number of them we've killed that way. Running up walls, which you don't see much of, except for in this world and a little bit later on. More hoppers, flying Coopers. Why exactly do they need to fly in such an enclosed space? I don't know. It's not like they're standing over the goddamn bird plants. And so the Firefly just makes most of these levels ridiculously easy. Well, at least for the first half of the game. We've all seen what the last half does. More hoppers. Another Firefly protecting the Yoshi coin, and a football hanging there for no particular reason. I'm really going to have to look up the proper name of those bloody fire plants. I'm sure they've got one. Hopper protecting the end. That's one level down. Next one up, you'll notice a bit of an escape because I did this in 2 shots. Next one up is Hindrance Hills. It's a double exit, so I'm going to have to do both of them. It's one of the ones that also leads back onto the sort of Star Road level, or alternate worlds we were doing earlier. You notice a little bit of a jump there from the video from the second run. Going to go for the secret exit first. I'm not going to go for that block. It's not actually a story block. It's just telling you that you can slide during the downhill parts and kill a whole bunch of enemies you normally couldn't, including the pokies, which is pretty useful because they don't move all that fast. For once, we don't want them to move that fast. This isn't Kaizo Mario. I think most of us still have nightmares about that, actually. And Pokey refusing to move any faster. I keep harping on about the fire flower, but yeah, seriously, too goddamn easy with it. And I know I'm going to be kicking myself for saying that afterwards. Probably shouldn't be tempting fate with it, but what the hell. Not going for the Yoshi coins on this level. I actually don't know where 2 of them are. So, no, I can't be fucked right now figuring all that out. Thank God for slow-moving pokies. If those things were fast, I'd be fucked. Halfway point, another story block. So apparently Mario has a whole bunch of willpower when it comes to moving forward. He just doesn't know what he's actually looking for. Which, okay, makes him sound like your traditional tragic hero right there. Lots of sliding here, which I'm absolutely terrible at. You'd think with the ability to re-record I'd actually be able to do this in one shot. Or at least make it look like I did it in one shot. You'd think wrong, by the way. Lots of sliding. There you go, the Super Coopers, more bouncing Coopers. The moles are everywhere. I don't know what his obsession with moles are. It's like they even show up in levels where there's no physical way they could possibly have gotten there. You haven't seen bizarre until you've seen one of those mole things leap out of a plank of wood 200 feet off the ground and fall right off down into a bottomless pit. Which, if it does to them what it does to Mario, I'm going to assume was actually fatal. Which is good, because I hate those things. Secret exit right there. It's actually a pretty short secret exit when you think about it, which leads down to that pipe there, which brings you back onto the worlds we were at before. Just going to rush through this, try and get it done as quickly as possible. No finesse, no subtlety, no going for the Yoshi coins, just get this shit over and done with so Ray can take over and do the next set of worlds. He's got the castle and whatever the hell he feels like doing after that. So, once you've beaten these levels once, it actually tends to get really easy. And I didn't lose 2 of the Yoshi coins, there's only 1 I couldn't find. So, a bit lazy there. How do piranha plants float anyway? Is there some sort of anti-gravity platform under them, or can they just whip their tails around that damn fast? And if they can, why does a plant have a tail? Fuck if I know. Carrying the red shell, not for any particular reason, I just, like having one. Not going to go with the strobe block again, there's no point, you already know what it says. In case you haven't noticed, the purple Koopas can actually catch shells and throw them back at you. So, if I'm not using the purple shells, that's why. That and I absolutely suck at this game. Well, and for a third reason, the fire flower is just, easier. Lots and lots of Koopas, so... I don't know how the hell he gets so many Koopas in one area. This game actually has problems with slowdown because he likes to load up the screen with enemies. Although I wish there were more. I wish they actually brought in the Super Koopas with the flashing capes, the one that give you the cape power up. Which, okay, it'd probably make the game a little bit too easy, but it would have made for some awesome stages. Trying to control that with all the crap he can throw at you. Would have been good fun. As opposed to this where it starts to get samey after a while. That's that down. We got Ray up next, who's going to be doing Monty Mole Hall, the castle. Which, as the name suggests, has a whole lot of those moles. Which is kind of why I'm glad he's doing it and not me. Because, if I see any more one of them, I'm going to be grabbing a gun and going out on the streets